What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome on back to Mass Effect 2. So after we recruit in Talizora, I did go ahead and clear out the star system associated with Illium, so now we're ready to dock on our new port and get the business here. We'll read up on this. This is basically the Asari version of Omega or the Citadel, right? This is the big corporation, Novaria-like place from home. It's their home world for monetization, basically, so... Illium is a classic garden world, developed to serve as entrepot between the Terminus systems and the Asari republics. To abet this trade, the normally stringent customs laws of Council space on product safety, prescribed materials, and sapient trafficking are relaxed. Officially, Illium is not an Asari world. It is colonized and operated by Asari corporate interests. This gives it the same legal latitude enjoyed by the human corporate research enclaves of Novaria. And notice here it says sapient trafficking, so they do deal in slaves on this world. Which is hilarious that Asari tried to escape being associated with slavery by doing their little workaround here and saying it's not an Asari homeworld, it's a corporate place, but it's run by the Asari. The Asari sell slaves. Illium is one of the youngest Asari colonies settled during the 7th expansion wave. The first child born on the world is only now reaching her middle age. The world is hot and massive. Ground settlement is only possible at the higher polar latitudes. In more equatorial locations, the population is housed in arcology skyscrapers to escape the heat of the surface. The colony was founded in 1617 and it has a population of 84.9 million. Sounds like a fun place. Novaria V2. Alright, so we'll definitely take Miranda, and I think... Who do we want to run on this one? Who haven't we taken yet? We haven't taken Jack out. Take you. I don't like your custom skin though. Let's take you back to OG. We gotta level her up anyway. I don't think we've taken her anywhere actually. Let's see what you can do for us, Jack. So we have health, weapon damage, power recharge. Let's get you power recharge. They're way more effective when they use their powers anyways, and pull is way better than shockwave in my opinion, so we'll do that. I'm using the Matic, Eviscerator Carnifex, and Locust Carnifex, that's alright. Yeah, Illium's a pretty interesting place. It doesn't have quite as much political intrigue as Novaria did. I mean, obviously, right, it's not the same kind of stakes here, but still, there's a lot to go on here. And since it's a new port world, you know we got all those juicy new upgrades to find. I think we came here with around 210,000 credits, which sounds like a lot, but really we'll probably only be able to get like 3 upgrades for that. There's a couple quests we can do to get some discounts. Liara's here too. Which should be an interesting reunion, considering we dated her in Mass Effect 1.
We've been instructed to waive all docking and administration fees for your visit. My name is Karina. If you need information about the area, it would be my pleasure to assist you.
Who instructed you to waive the fees?
The order came from Liara Tassoni, who paid all fees on your behalf.
So she's aware I'm here, then.
She also asked that I direct you to speak with her at your convenience. She's near the trading floor.
You said Liara was here? What's she doing?
Liara is one of Nosastra's most respected information brokers. Nosastra is based upon
brokers,
trade.
huh?
Information is valuable currency, and Liara has done quite well. As I said, you'll find her near the trading floor. She was looking forward to seeing you.
Honestly, that's not the kind of line of work I would have expected her to be in. We got our own little Asari version of the Shadow Broker, I guess.
What can you tell me about Nosastra?
It's an exciting city. We see a lot of new cultures and goods because of our proximity to the Terminus systems. At the same time, Illium is still an Asari world. You should be as safe here as you would be on the Citadel. For your own safety, however, I recommend against signing anything.
And why is that?
What's so dangerous about signing something?
Illium is a free trade world, Commander. Contract term requirements are more relaxed here than on other planets. It's a small price to pay for keeping our competitive edge in goods from the Terminus systems.
So basically, you could sign a napkin and accidentally put yourself in indentured servitude for the rest of your life. So she's actively warning us not to touch a pen while we're on this planet.
You mentioned trading. What gets traded on Illium?
Anything you can imagine, Commander. Illium is a wonderful world for those who can afford it. In order to remain competitive as a Terminus systems port, we've relaxed many of the standards you'd find on other Asari worlds. Most drugs are legal, provided they are labeled properly. You can buy almost any weapon or technology. You can even buy indentured servants.
And there it is. So not only do they do red sand, heroin, and all that stuff, they also sell slaves.
I can't believe an Asari world would allow slavery.
We try to avoid calling it slavery.
I bet you do,
All
given you
indentured
like your
servants on
reputation.
Illium have voluntarily agreed to a term of service. Most choose indentured service as a means to pay off debt or avoid imprisonment. A contract holder is responsible for the well-being of her servants, and a servant's duties are agreed upon before the contract is signed.
Most, not all, by the way, and since they actively trade with the Terminus systems, i.e. Batarian homeworlds, I'm sure a lot of pirates and raiders come here for their slaves, right? And if somebody is starving to death and you give them a choice, why wouldn't they? If it's slavery or death, they're gonna pick slavery. So it's not like they're all making that choice. And again, I'm sure they don't turn down Batarians who come here with their goods to sell them, right? People they just kidnapped off some random human homeworld. I'm sure they don't turn their noses up at that, because like she said, they're trying to remain competitive with the Terminus systems. Well, to compete with the Terminus systems, you gotta dabble in all the shit they dabble in.
Do you have any recommendations about what to do on Nos Astra?
Our trading center is directly ahead. You'll find restaurants and shops nearby as well. I suggest you browse our shopping kiosks. You can find things on Nos Astra that you can't find anywhere else in the galaxy.
Unless you go to a Batarian homeworld.
I'm on a mission. Can you help me find someone?
I can help you find major entertainment centers or stores, but I'm afraid I can't point you to individual people. Liara is excellent at that type of work, however. I imagine she can help you.
I bet she can.
Thank you.
Again, welcome to our city, Commander. Please enjoy your stay.
Well, I already have a little distaste for it, if I'm being honest.
Customs records indicated just a car named Samara is visiting this port, Shepard. Your former teammate, Liara Tassoni, may have more information. Her office overlooks the trading floor. You may
Hopefully
wish to
she
speak
still
with her
considers
regarding
herself my
whereabouts of
teammate.
Thane Krios, the assassin on your dossier, as well. Also, I have a message for Miss Lawson. Lantea has reserved a room at Eternity and will be waiting.
Thank you, Edie.
Yeah, Lantea is the person taking care of relocating Miranda's sister. We'll get to all that eventually.
You have to give the Asari credit. Illium is a cultural marvel. Humanity can learn a lot from their ingenuity.
Yeah, hopefully not the slavery aspect of the ingenuity.
No, you don't understand. I lost it somewhere near the transport terminal. It can't be replaced. It's a token from my bondmate. It's the only thing my child has to remember her father by. Please, if you find it... No, I understand.
So we'll be dealing with this a little later. This
Pardon
is
me, I'm
something
on a
we'll be
call.
able to pick up for a side quest while we're doing the recruitment missions here. We also have another one on the other side with a Solarian who's looking for family genetic data.
25. Sell at 25.
No, you're not...
This Asari can be interesting.
Excuse me, are you Commander Shepard?
I am.
You're Commander Shepard? I saw your... I guess you would say your aura. I'd recognize you anywhere. I was asked to give you a message if I saw you. It's from a friend you made on Novaria.
I met a lot of people on Novaria. Could you be more specific?
I believe the message itself should make it clear. Shepard, we hide. We burrow. We build. But we know that you seek those who soured the songs of our mothers. When the time comes, our voice will join with yours, and our crescendo will burn the darkness clean. Thank you, Shepard. The Rachni will sing again because of you.
So that is direct confirmation that when they were talking about those oily shadows and those sour yellow notes, that was indoctrination. The Rachni were forced and manipulated into doing what they did by the Reapers. That's direct conversation. So, or confirmation, sorry. So thousands of years ago, I think it was what, 2,000, 20,000? I think it's 2 or 20, but either way, the Reapers have been here. Probably Sovereign, honestly, was the one that manipulated that, but they've been here during this cycle before, and they manipulated the Rachni. Probably to test defenses and how we were getting on with our productivity, I imagine. They wanted to see where we were at technology-wise, so they used the Rachni as, you know, blunt force trauma, basically, to test us, to see if we were ready to be wiped out.
How did you possess another Asari? You can't just take over people's minds like that.
Peace, Shepard. The Rachni Queen does not control my thoughts. That was merely the message I was asked to deliver.
Implanted in your
encountered her
brain
on an
biotically, I
uncharted
assume.
world. She saved my life. More than that, she gave me a purpose. They are an amazing people, Shepard. The galaxy owes you a great debt for giving them a second chance.
Well, it seems like she's been true to her word, right? She hasn't invaded anywhere. Let's see if we can dig into this.
How did you find the Rachni?
I was working as a courier. Pirates ambushed my ship, and I was forced down on an uncharted planet. I was badly injured, alone and near death. Then they found me. They saved me.
You obviously got off world again. Did the Rachni give you a ship?
No. Countless workers repaired my ship. It runs better now than it did before. They remind me of the Keepers on the Citadel in a way. All working together, each with a purpose.
So they're out here saving innocent women from pirates, huh? Makes me happy that I spared them.
What happened to the pirates who attacked you?
They were obliterated, as they should have been.
I agree.
The Rachni are not aggressive, but they do what they must.
I agree they should have been obliterated. Scum like that trying to kill people for their goods. Not gonna cry over spilled pirates.
You said the Queen gave you a purpose. What do you mean?
The Queen shared her song with me as I recovered. I saw the Rachni as only an Asari could. They are so beautiful and so vulnerable. They needed someone to purchase things they cannot make themselves. Someone to work within the system. An agent, if you will. I am happy to help. My life as a courier was empty and shallow. Now I'm helping a great race rebuild itself.
You were really comfortable walking away from your old life?
You're concerned that the Queen is controlling me. I understand, but it doesn't work like that. Our minds were in perfect harmony. I saw their beautiful spirit and their need. I knew what I had to do. If some part of that is suggestion, then it was a side effect from their efforts to save my life. I am happy.
For what it's worth, I believe her. I think she's just here kinda returning the favor. This one is a little interesting though, in terms of mind manipulation that she just said wasn't happening.
Can you tell me where the Rachni are?
I'm afraid not. I don't even have that information myself any longer. After I met the Rachni Queen, that information was removed. It's not painful, but I simply don't remember. I'll remember when I need to, and her caution is understandable. The galaxy isn't yet ready for the return of the Rachni.
It is understandable, but they also clearly messed with her mind, right? They're giving her biotic messages to pass on just in case she runs into us, and they can remove or add information, right? If you take that down to its tinfoil hat conclusion, maybe they didn't even save her from pirates. Maybe she just thinks that they did. Maybe she just wandered her ship into space, and, well, they saw her and needed something from her, so they gave her all these memories just to make her do as she's told. It's possible, right? I'm sure if they can remove memories, they can also add memories.
I got that she was grateful. What else was her message saying?
That the first Rachni war was a mistake. Something soured the voices of her people. In Rachni psychology, that would be like mind control, I think. It doesn't really translate. Anyway, she believes you are fighting the ones who did that, and she promises to help.
Considering it took the entire galaxy coming together and the Krogan to stop the Rachni, I would gladly have a Rachni army on board with us.
She thinks that the Reapers caused the Rachni war?
I can't say for sure, but she was certain that her ancestors were forced into war against their will. Her people aren't naturally aggressive. If they made war, it was not of their own doing.
Yeah, I imagine the Reapers were just messing with them, genetic enhancements and all that stuff like they did with the Keepers, and then they probably just used them as shock troops to test our ability, right? To see if we were ready to be harvested or not at that point. Which, I mean, realistically, if we lost, then it would have been a shit show for them, right? Maybe they would have called them off if they were going to take us to the brink of extinction, because they don't want that until it's time.
Thank you for giving me that information. I'm glad my friend in Noveria is doing well.
Be well, Commander Shepard. You will not see me again.
I like how we tried to maintain some of that like clandestine undercover speech there with our conversation when we already literally just talked about who it is and where they're from. No reason to coddle that, I don't think. We already said it's explicitly the Rachni Queen.
Lots of money here. Soft people who'd make good victims. This place is one bad day away from becoming Omega.
You're probably right. One slave uprising, and everybody should remember Miss Gianna Parasini.
Shepard? The news said you were dead. What happened? No, wait, probably classified. Forget I asked. You just have to lie.
She's also a friend from Novaria.
I'm Gianna Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs. You helped me nail Administrator Analeus.
Rather satisfyingly, all that.
Happy to help. What happened to Administrator Analeus?
He made the one mistake Novaria won't tolerate. He got caught taking their money. He's doing a few years in white-collar prison. More importantly, he won't work in the field again. Sit down. If I remember right, I owe you a beer.
Good memory.
What brings you to Illium? You know, that you can talk about.
You ever heard of the Collectors? They're attacking human colonies. I'm gonna stop them.
Damn, Shepard. For me, a tough job involves more paperwork.
Don't suppose you'll be signing up then.
Hey, listen, I just remembered something. I've gotta go. Talk to you later? And don't forget to drink your beer.
Subtle as ever. Shepard had to leave. Target saw me. Couldn't break cover. Asari merchant smuggling schematics from Novaria. Can you talk her into showing you the good stuff? I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can talk her into getting a discount for us too.
Welcome. You look like someone who needs high-quality equipment.
If the price is right, Bruce.
My store has the best tech and biotic equipment on Illium.
Is everything here so expensive? I'd planned to drop a lot of credits today.
Really?
I'm outfitting a team for a dangerous mission. I need the best and I'm willing to pay for it. As long as you work with me.
Well, perhaps I could give you a preferred rate at the kiosk. Here, a small discount, and when I get special items in, you can take a look.
What kind of special items are we talking about?
Oh, you know, schematics, designs. Nothing illegal, but I may not have all the licenses to sell them.
Just
Do you have anything else? Anything not listed on your main merchandise kiosk?
Well, there is...
And now that we've secured the discount, I don't give a shit what happens to her.
Not publicly available yet.
That's because it's still in development on Novaria, and illegal for export. Hello, Hermia.
Parasini, you set me up! But this isn't Novaria. You don't have the authority to arrest me.
I don't care whether you go to jail. I've got all the evidence I need to fine you out of business.
Ooh, the fines, huh?
Do you have the authority to seize the schematic she's trying to
Litigious.
I don't have to. Hermia was under suspicion. We leaked a faulty device to her. All this thing will ever do is blow up in your face.
I need to go. I have to talk to my lawyer.
Yeah, you're probably gonna get sued by the people who bought the product, too.
Talk fast, Hermia. When the fines hit, you won't be able to afford him. Ah, that was good. I've got to go file a few papers. Come by my table when you've got a minute.
We sure will. I'm gonna shop first a little, but... Alright, so as you can see, there's a whole bunch of shit to do here, and it's 75k a pop, so we'll get the biotic damage, that's 75k
I'll
gone.
take it.
The metagel capacity would be good, that's only 25. Kestrel helmet, that does headshot damage by 5, weapon damage by 3, and shields by 3, so that would actually be a good pickup. The Kestrel torso, that's melee damage, weapon damage, and shield strength. We'll take that. Shoulder pieces, shields, and melee. I think the arms are the ones that's giving us the bonus ammo, I think. The power pack do. Shields and heavy weapon ammo, we definitely want that. The arm sheathing... You know what, screw it. Let's stop trying to min-max this. We'll just buy the whole set and then we'll mix and match as we like. That's 25k a pop, this would be an extra 50. I think what I'll do here is I'll take the metagel capacity.
This is valuable.
And I'll come back maybe for the bypass module because we're not really struggling with those bypasses, right? We don't need the more time for that. Because I think there's SMG and AR damage in the other side of the port here, so...
Hermia is going to be a very poor woman very shortly. Thanks for the help, Shepard. I love nailing Asari. So ageless and superior. Then you get them and they squeal like schoolgirls.
It is nice to take self-righteous people down a peg.
It must be nice having a job that you really enjoy.
I wanted to be a cop, or CSEC, but my family had bills. I needed the money a corporate job brought in. Besides, in this job, you don't see things that make it hard to sleep at night. White-collar crime is nice and clean.
Tax evasion
Well,
and
at least
stolen
this time
goods.
I didn't have to wear heels and a dress.
How'd you end up on Novaria, anyway?
Scholarship program and a competitive internship. Turned out I was only middling at the science, but I could always ferret out secrets. You grow up poor and surrounded by rich kids, you get good at hiding yourself. Helps with going undercover.
What's up next for you?
Research. We've had some hacking attacks lately, and I want to make sure they're external. A lot of people are suddenly interested in dark energy. My bosses want to know if it's something to worry about. That'll hold me over until I have to go back undercover anyway.
That's something more to go on what I said during Ali's recruitment quest about the dark energy stuff and where this series was supposedly going in Mass Effect 3. That's another little hint towards that.
It must be hard, going undercover so often.
It's not so bad. Go new places, be new people. The only weird part is when you go home and try to talk to people, and you forget how to react. Like it's another cover, you know?
Yeah, I imagine it could be a little easy to get stuck in character. Same for actors too. I think that's why certain roles end up sticking with them. They kind of like change as a person after the fact.
Deep down, part of you likes fooling people. That's what makes you good at it.
Part of me, yeah. I grew up poor and working class. Now I walk around the rich and powerful, taking notes, getting evidence. And they never see me coming.
You're pretty good at what you do.
It's been a pleasure, Gianna.
You too, Shepard. See you around. Oh, hell with it. Mwah.
He has a way with women.
And an autograph. Take care of yourself, Shepard.
And by the end of this game, you'll be able to tell people you kissed the man who saved the galaxy twice. So Liara is up there in administration, but first things first, we want to head to transportation. Actually, no we don't. We want to go this way first, because this way is to the Eternity Bar. And the bar is where we're going to meet another old friend. We got some stuff to do in Eternity too. And we'll have to go that way anyways after, so we may as well hit this first. We have something to pick up for Ish too, but that's a side quest I'm doing off camera, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Asshole.
Watch yourself if you go in there. Some human is causing trouble. He's demanding that I sign the place over to him.
I'll be careful.
Or you could kill him. You know, legally, in self-defense. I'd make a really good witness. Failing that, I'm hooking up security cameras now. If he or anybody else causes trouble, I'll have their asses arrested.
Or assassinated, apparently. Let's see what's going on in here. So real quick, before we mess with any of this stuff, let's grab this package.
Oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different.
This is actually pretty funny.
We get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then, I had to explain about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive?
This is just a major case of she won't fuck you, little bro. He's like the simp guy best friend who wants a piece, but she never sees what's in front of her. We'll keep listening in on them every time we come back here. It's pretty funny. Who could be here causing issues, I wonder?
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
Whatever. It's the closest you guys get to a wedding. And that means you get a bachelor party. End of story.
A Solarian, a human, and a Turian walk into a bar.
I don't understand. Humans celebrate wedding contracts by tempting infidelity? That makes no sense.
He's not wrong.
Calm down, man. Don't embarrass me in front of the stripper.
What do
He's
Turians
trying to get a piece later.
do this too?
I'm just here for the drinks.
That one friend.
You said that bachelor parties are for very close friends. We're just co-workers.
We've been co-workers for 5 years, though. Aren't Solarian years like dog years?
Okay, now that's offensive. I appreciate the gesture, but my people don't even have sex drives the way humans do.
Uh-huh. Take a look at that, man. Everybody likes the Asari. Everybody.
But we actually...
They're kind of pleasing.
My word. She is very... Linda.
Okay, that'll be a wrap on that. And we have our good old fan here.
I'm a man on the edge. I got nothing to lose.
He's a man on the edge.
To get the job done. I'll go all the way without a second thought.
It looks like he's playing at a renegade.
You want to see how far I'll go? I learned how to shove a gun in people's faces from Commander Shepard.
Hey, if you know this idiot, can you rein him in before I slap his ass with a singularity?
Shepard? Is it really you? It's me, Conrad Verner. We met on the Citadel? I wanted to become a Spectre? Oh, and then you shoved a gun in my face?
I actually didn't.
Showed me what it meant to be truly extreme. I learned that lesson well. So
It's funny, there's actually a bug here where he always assumes you picked Renegade with him.
why don't you sit back and watch how it's done? I got some asses to kick.
Here it goes like that in the biz. Yeah, you can punch him out here, you can shoot him in the foot, but we don't want to do that. We want to do this, so he'll come back in Mass Effect 3. And they actually acknowledge this bug in Mass Effect 3 too. I don't know what it is or why they couldn't fix it, but I guess it's kind of like an iconic meme in the trilogy at this point, especially considering what he mentions about it in Mass Effect 3. But it's pretty funny that that bug exists and that he's here with a cheap knockoff N7 armor suit pretending to be a Renegade Spectre.
Conrad, why are you acting like me?
What, are you crazy? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a Spectre working for the Council. I'm on my own, backed only by my wits and my nerves. No rules,
Then you really
no
are
laws,
doomed.
Just whatever it takes to get the job done. I'm not like you at all.
What job are you doing here exactly?
Conrad, do you have any actual combat training?
I'm saving the galaxy, Shepard. I don't have time for training. Don't you get it? You were a big jerk, but you saved the galaxy and showed other races that humans mattered. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard.
Didn't I tell you to go home to your wife?
I had to do something.
How did you get that armor?
Oh, they make some pretty convincing replicas these days, if you're willing to pay.
So he's literally
Getting
cosplaying.
the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle fare off-world.
The bartender's shaking her head in the back. Who's gonna tell him?
So, you just wander the galaxy, righting wrongs?
Hey, don't say it like that. I talk to people, you know? Ask them if they have big problems that only I can solve. You'd be surprised how many people are just waiting for someone to talk to them.
The self-awareness.
Sometimes I poke through crates, too. You know, for extra credits.
He's living his life like Mass Effect 1 Shep.
Any decent security system will detect that you aren't in the military, much less part of my squad.
I just say that I'm deep cover and don't appear on systems. I'm doing the best I can, okay? You were a hero. You saved the galaxy and showed everyone what humanity could do. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
Yay, Conrad.
Why were you trying to get the deed to this place?
This place is actually a front for a red sand dealer. I need to take it over to crack the ring.
What? Who the hell told you that?
The owner of that weapons store near the carport? She's an undercover cop. She told me about it when I introduced myself.
I bet she did.
Listen, crap for brains. First, we don't sell red sand. Second, red sand is legal on Illium. You just need a license.
Why don't you have a drink, Conrad, and let me take care of this?
I'll talk to this undercover cop and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. If I kill annoying customers, it usually causes property damage. That comes out of my pay.
Just let me know if
I don't think Conrad could handle a singularity very well. Okay, so we will talk to the bartender after we take care of Conrad's little issue. We'll head to the dock now and we'll talk to the weapons dealer. This quest actually obtains us a discount with her, so it's best to come here first. That way we can milk out whatever we can still buy with the lackluster credits we came here with. But we got a lot of credit earning missions left to go, so we can always come back later to pick up what we missed, like that bypass module. I'll probably do that way later.
Do you have anything flashier?
Yeah, the fact that Conrad is here in a literal cheap cosplay outfit of an N7. An N7 is like Special Forces. That's like SAS, Delta. That's what N7 is in the Alliance. So he's pretending to be a Tier 1 operator here. Here's the other side quest.
I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. Nasana Dantius didn't give us time to pack. I'm lucky I got out at all. Her mercenaries were starting to shoot. If she lets us back in, I'll get it, I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope.
And you'll recognize Nasana Dantius' name. That is the Asari from the Citadel in Mass Effect 1, who she was going to manipulate us to take care of her sister, so she didn't risk her position on the Citadel, because her sister was a slaver. And she was going to go ahead and manipulate us to assassinate her, but we found her first, took care of it, confronted her with the evidence, and she just tossed us some credits and said thank you for murdering my sibling. But she's still being a real piece of work in Mass Effect 2. Some people don't learn.
This one has forgotten whether its heatsink is over.
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
Not so great for the
Some
people.
of them seem dangerous. That's the whole point. Danger means more contract work for us.
And less lifespan for the rest of the galaxy. Anyways, here's the weapons merchant.
Can I help you with something?
I talked to an old friend, Conrad Verner. You told him that the Eternity Lounge was selling red sand.
Oh, you're Conrad's friend. Yes, that place is really dangerous. I should know. I'm an undercover cop. Did you get me the deed to the bar? I need the deed to, stop the red sand dealers.
Okay, so since she's trying to play us for a fool, what we're gonna do here is play her for a fool. What goes around comes around, right?
I softened up the bar owner, but you need to go in and finish them off.
Really? Are you sure?
Absolutely. You just need to close the deal. Go in, be tough, and let them know you're with me. They'll hand the deed right over.
Wow, great. Here, I'll set you up for a discount. Thanks for the help.
Don't mention it. She might be a lot less grateful by the time she gets there, considering that Asari was like willing to hit him with a singularity. I can't imagine what she's gonna do to her. So we have the health upgrade, which is obviously going to be great, and then we have the SMG weapon damage and also AR damage. So we can be a little chunkier, or we can get more damage. For the missions coming up, we don't really need to be chunkier, although 30% health is very nice, but I will always take more damage first. So we'll drop the AR damage in,
useful.
and then we're pretty much done for now. We do have one more side quest over here. We also have this little peach of a place.
Rose of Illium, let your roots dig deep into the hot soil of Tuchanka.
Have you ever seen a Krogan write poetry?
Sheeting rain, turn your supple beauty into strength. For if our love is to survive, it must grow thorns to pierce the hand of any that would uproot it.
Indeed. We're gonna also get some fish here, so I'll take those. And we'll take the models too. Why not, right? We gotta improve our collection. More useful than the boo-boos.
What do you want? Sorry, that damn Krogan's love poems are getting on my nerves.
Is that Krogan bothering you?
No, you don't need to hurt him or anything. He's harmless. Which, I know, Krogan, so it's hard to believe. His name is Char. We're kind of dating, but, well, we're on a break. And he's trying to show me how sensitive he is by, well, wooing me. It's really bad.
You don't like the wooing?
Why are the two of you on a break?
He's serious. Serious, as in talking about kids. Char is a great guy to date, but for something permanent... Krogans live long lives. It's not like dating a human where you just stick it out for a century till they die. No offense.
Real classy, isn't she?
Likes me. Or if he just wants kids. He can't have them any other way, you know. Because of the genophage.
Isn't this something you should ask him about?
That sounds like a question you should ask him.
I did. I don't think you realized that our kids would always have been Asari. Non-Asari don't always get that we're not taking alien DNA, we're just using it to randomize some of the genetic information. Anyway, Char was quiet for a long time. Then he said that he'd love our girls no matter what color they were.
Isn't that the proof of your own question? You told him that they wouldn't be Krogan and he's still sticking around? I mean, he's literally standing on the balcony over there reciting love poetry. Krogan don't do that just to have kids. I don't think she knows much about Krogan, to be honest.
It doesn't seem common for Asari to date Krogan. What brought you two together?
He's a fun guy, really smart, especially for a Krogan. And he's got a good job as a transport technician. It's fun to join a mercenary guild or dance at bars for a few centuries, but eventually you hit the matron stage, you know? Then you get your back tattoo removed, let your scalp go back to its natural blue, and settle down with someone dependable.
You had a tramp stamp, did you? He honestly doesn't deserve this guy, but we're here for Paragon points, and I'm gonna do him a favor, but he deserves better, in my opinion. This is kind of despicable, honestly.
You need to talk to your boyfriend. He's just gonna keep shouting poetry until you do.
I know, but it's tough. I like him a lot. Hell, I love him. But I don't know if he's permanent Bond material.
Have you ever ran into anybody else that'd be sitting here embarrassing himself, reciting poetry, and that would love you even though it wouldn't technically be his kids? That's a pretty rad man that you found there, and you just said you love him. He clearly loves you, so just get your shit together. Don't be so afraid of commitment.
Look at him. He's obviously crazy about you.
Is he? I mean, What if he just wants to have kids? Am I just his baby-making machine? He said I wasn't, but...
If he said that, then you either trust him, so you have nothing to worry about, or you don't, and you've already decided.
Correct.
I
It's
guess
an
I
A or
hadn't
B.
thought about it like that. And I do trust him, if he said it. I'm going to talk to him. Here, I've given you a discount at the terminal. Thanks for the help.
So we could have ended up paying a little less for the fish there, but I don't really mind. It wasn't really that chunky.
What about a fish? She loves the garden. We could add a pond.
She doesn't need a fish, Dad.
Interesting. Has an Asari daughter there. Yeah, man, that's rough on the Krogan. I mean, she's sitting there shitting on him while he's across the way reciting love poetry, trying to woo her. Pretty messed up. Here is somebody else that you will all definitely recognize. Here's Shiala. She is the Asari that was forced into servitude to the Thorian by Saren, and we left her on the Exogeny colony Zeus Hope to try and help them. And well, here she is, fighting the good fight, so that was also a good call on our part. I love the way they all pop up and affect things here.
I don't suppose you'd remember me.
It's one of the things that really make this game shine.
We met on Pharos during the Geth attack.
I remember.
Saren had given me to the Thorian creature as a slave.
Although you weren't green before.
You killed it. And saved me.
You were only green when you were a clone before.
I'm actually here on Illium for just that purpose.
How is Zeus Hope doing?
We've done a lot of rebuilding. We even salvaged some useful material from the Geth ship you destroyed. The Exogeny researchers got called back to their headquarters, however, along with what was left of the Thorian.
Is it Exogeny pushing colonists around again, or did the Thorians somehow survive our fight?
No. Exogeny has been very supportive of Zeus Hope. They actually seem to want to help us survive, and the Thorian is dead. Though, after all you went through to kill it, I understand your concern. I fear that after our adventure on Pharos, my purpose on Illium will seem mundane by comparison.
Well, it's for the good of the colony. Can I help?
Is there something I can do to help?
I'd appreciate it. I've reached the limits of my diplomatic abilities, and I'd prefer not to start trouble. Some of the colonists had health problems as a result of the Thorian control. We hired a colonial survey group to do some medical scans. But the medical contract apparently allows the company to perform invasive procedures without our consent.
That's a big no-no.
That's why I'm here.
The fact that they can just do whatever they want to you in a contract is only on Illium, right? That wouldn't be legal anywhere else. Unfortunately, they had the mishap of signing a contract with an Illium medical corporation, but that's unacceptable. They're supposed to do medical scans to help them, and now they want to do invasive procedures without consent. You can actively not want it, and they can force you to do medical procedures. Forced medical procedures are something that is never acceptable in my opinion, even in circumstances where it doesn't make sense to you, right? Like if somebody has a DNR, do not resuscitate, you can't force them back to life against their wishes. I don't think there's any circumstance where a non-consensual medical procedure is okay.
Wait a minute. Shiala, you were only green when the Thorian made you a clone. The real you was blue, like normal Asari.
Those health problems I said were related to the Thorian control. This is mine. A few months after the Thorian died, my skin pigment changed. My biotic abilities are unstable as well. I'm also having vivid dreams about my time with the Thorian. It is disconcerting.
To be honest though, the green suits you. It makes you very unique. I like the green eyes.
Tell me more about the contract you signed for these scans.
Barrier Frontiers was interested in our problem. They offered to perform medical scans and deliver treatment for next to nothing. I should have known it was too good to be true, but we were desperate. In the fine print, we apparently agreed to let them perform invasive follow-up procedures if they deem it valuable, which they have.
Can they actually force these procedures on you?
No, but they can declare us in breach of contract, which means we're responsible for the full price we would have paid normally.
Sounds like a hell of a scam, and it sounds like you should read things more carefully.
There's no way we can afford that, Shepard.
I'll see what I can do.
What kind of health problems did the colonists have?
Headaches or muscle spasms similar to what they experienced while under Thorian control. Sometimes the colonists near another former Thorian victim shared sensations like heat or pain. It has to be a result of trace amounts of the Thorian's parasitic spores. You can see why we'd want it studied and cured.
Absolutely. Let me see what I can do.
I'll talk to the survey group.
I appreciate it, Shepard. The Barrier Frontier's representative knows about the issue.
I'll go talk to them. It's not acceptable. It sounds like they kind of juked them so that they could make some money from them, and I'm not cool with that. We'll take all these star charts, because this is just going to open up new worlds, so... We'll take all this for the good of the Normandy and the good of our mineral scannings.
I saw your conversation, human. You're here to complain about the medical contracts those colonists from Pharaoh signed. I suggest you leave. Your life is short enough. Do not waste what time you have bothering me.
You're already kind of a bitch, aren't you?
Why are you insisting on these tests? What use could they possibly be?
Their use is not your concern. A legal binding contract was signed. Nothing else matters. All of you.
Screw the human element, huh?
Solarians, Turians. You come to our planet, then complain that our laws don't suit you. The galaxy would be a better place if nobody but the Asari had ever dragged themselves out of the primordial muck.
That's actually a common sentiment among Asari.
Why are you so prejudiced against aliens?
Where do I begin? With Solarian explorers unleashing the Rachni upon us, then unleashing the Krogan to correct their mistake? Or the Turians, so eager to bomb every problem away? Or humans, the new arrivals who already think they should be in charge? Every war that has plagued this galaxy has been caused by your people. My people's deaths are on your hands.
And it's funny considering the way that she talks about the Asari as if they've never had a war in their lives. When we get to Mass Effect 3 and visit their homeworld, we'll actually see that they were a war tribal people at the very beginning until, well, something happened to them too. But it clearly sounds personal. She's not wrong about the Solarians, but as far as the Turians and humans go, she doesn't have a pot to piss in.
Whose deaths are we talking about exactly?
The mother of my daughters was killed on the Quarian homeworld during the initial Geth uprising. My daughters died on the Citadel when the Geth attacked. One worked in the embassy. The other was a greeter for the consort. I'm not speaking in hypotheticals, human. The aliens will never be my allies. The best they can do is give me useful medical data.
So I actually do quite understand why she has some prejudice, right? The Quarians fucked around with AI, which they weren't supposed to do, which killed her daughter. Those AIs then ended up working for a rogue Spectre, which is a Turian, who then attacked the Citadel during his little fight with an Alliance Spectre, which then killed her daughters. I totally understand the logic chain she's following there. And then, you know, the Rachni and the Krogan, that's from Solarian explorers. Like, I get it, but she's wrong here, and she's taking it out on innocent people that had nothing to do with any of those decisions.
Why was your bondmate on the Quarian homeworld?
Studying the Quarians. Not their technology, but their music. She loved all their art. Said they had old souls. I think that's where my daughters got it from. Both of them loved talking with people, exploring new cultures.
They sound like wonderful people. The galaxy is lesser for their loss.
Yes, it is.
Do you think they'd want you to do this?
I'm not. I didn't. Oh.
Well, it's like a cheap suit once the reality sets in. I think they'd be pretty disgusted with you. But we call this a day.
I'm sending an amended contract. No more tests, no fees. There's enough grief in this galaxy. I don't need to add to it.
Good. And, you know, surprisingly, it's funny that Asari looks so humanoid, but they actually don't look weird without eyebrows. Whenever you see a human without eyebrows, they look fucking possessed. But somehow with the character design, they made the Asari look quite normal, even without eyebrows. I guess some of them technically have some, like, faux eyebrows with their patterns and stuff, but that Asari didn't at all, and she looked totally normal. This one doesn't have them either. She still looks okay, she doesn't look cursed.
You did it. I just got the revised contracts. Thank you, Shepard. You've saved Zoo's hope again. I don't think I could have... Is it always like this? Yesterday's problems lingering in some new form. Isn't anything ever just fixed?
Yeah, the Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition has a similar line about that in one of the DLCs. Sometimes it does feel like nothing just ever stays fixed, in reality and otherwise.
You've got the power to make a difference, Shiala. Not everyone does.
You're right. You gave us a chance by saving the colony. I can't let them down. I won't. Thank you for what you've done here, Shepard. I'll keep doing what I can. Maybe sometime when I'm not organizing the colony and you're not doing whatever you do.
Like I said, he has a way with women, huh? I don't know if I want to interact with spores on that level, though. Miranda's blank expression in the back, she's like, Jesus Christ again.
You can sell something that dangerous?
Alright, let's get back to the bar now and we'll
These are the
finish off Conrad's little quest. It's been 45 minutes, so I guess we'll talk to Liara next episode when I decide which quest I'm gonna do first for the dossiers, because we gotta talk to Liara anyway for the dossier openings for both, so I guess we'll do that first. I'm not gonna bother with Miranda's loyalty quest until we're done recruiting people, because the more quests we do, the better and quicker we unlock the companion loyalty quests anyways, so it's better to have them all in the party before you start knocking those off. Otherwise you have to take your sweet ass time getting them for the new ones.
But you're certain the
Bad luck on the stock market, debt piling
I was just looking at the little icons on the bottom of the screen right there, and Jax has attitude, huh? Miranda's looks like a passport selfie, and Jax looks like a CAD heroic icon from like a Dragon Age game.
Damn it, this is just a misunderstanding!
Tell it to the judge. My surveillance vids caught your extortion attempt from 4 different angles.
I was misled! I was told that you had agreed to sell!
Take her away, before I have my bartender throw her out.
That's tough. Womp womp ho. Hey Conrad, good news. You can go the fuck home and see if you fall on your knees and just beg your wife to take you back.
What happened? The undercover cop from the weapons kiosk just got arrested.
Let's fluff him up a little bit. Maybe if he thinks he did a good job and he's just out of his depth, maybe he'll go home.
She wasn't a cop. She was a deep cover operative from a terrorist cell. I'd never have found her if not for you.
Really?
Really. You did a great job, Conrad. Now please go home. Let me take it from here.
Can do, Shepard. And thanks. It's really good to have you back.
You're welcome. Go hang out with your wife. Have a... well, I was gonna say a good life, but just have a better life. How about that?
Thanks for taking care of that crazy guy. Saves me having to beat him to death with his own spine. That makes the other customers nervous.
I believe you.
Anyway, this is a
You're an Asari.
and I'm Athena, Asari matriarch and bartender.
Oh, she's a matriarch. Yeah, she definitely could beat him to death with his own spine. That's light work.
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right, which I do here at this bar. I know, not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am. Dad was a Krogan who fought in the
Kicked off or chose to move off?
Mother fought in the Krogan rebellions. I've pretty much seen it all.
So there was an Asari and a Krogan and they made her. That's interesting.
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she fought. She scouted, sniped a few people, and blew up a couple of space stations. You know, commando stuff. She'd put the old commando leathers on for special nights with Dad. Goddess, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
You said your father fought in the Rachni Wars.
Yeah, when he was young. Loved showing off his war scars. Krogan think they're sexy. Me, I go for asses.
I'm an ass man myself.
Tell me about landing on this poison-filled world and stomping a Rachni queen into muck. Scientists say all that stuff about us getting genetic material from the father is crap. Seems like I got a bit of his mouth, though.
I think that's more about you being in proximity than anything else.
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link, told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh?
They fought about it and both
What
died.
a kick in the quad.
It sucks for her. It's funny that she used the kick in the quad reference there, though. Definitely got the Krogan mouth.
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. Their ships were hanging bare-assed in space when Saren started shooting. If not for you humans, we would have bought it right there. And I warned him. Told people on Thessia what was
not
coming,
wrong.
and they didn't want to hear it.
Warned people about Saren.
What didn't they want to hear?
That art and philosophy and political prowess wasn't gonna cut it. We can't go a single Asari lifetime without some big war breaking out. We need to get our daughters working earlier, not spending their wild maiden years stripping or in merc bands. When I started talking about making new mass relays ourselves, they laughed the blue off my ass. So now, I serve drinks.
You flipped the table and just left, huh? But you can't do much for your people when you're not at the negotiating table.
What's it like, living for nearly 1,000 years?
Violent. Wars break out. Colonies get destroyed. Sometimes you hear good news, like that colony on Pharaoh surviving. That's the exception, though. You find peace in whatever arms will hold you. Turian, Elcor, Hanar. Even had a pureblood daughter. I was the father. Didn't work out. And one day you wake up.
That is very important.
Matriarchal, and everyone else is too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits.
I want you to remember how rare Asari purebloods are, and how rare it is for Asari matings between Asari to not last, since they're both such long-lived, right? So there's a pureblood Asari somewhere whose mother didn't get along with this Asari, and well, there's only a handful of those in the galaxy, and we happen to know one of them.
That's what I'm here for, babe. Get you anything else?
Just looking around.
Right. Don't eat the nuts in the Red Bowls. They're for Turians and Quarians. You'll get cramps.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. That's I guess I'll just go ahead and say it. This is Liara's mother. Or father, I guess. But yeah, this is Liara's parent. So when she said that she was a pureblood and that Matriarch Benezia didn't really get along with their father, so the father just dipped. The father dipped out of space because nobody was listening to her, and she like lost her seat at the table due to that, basically. And then Matriarch Benezia, still being at the table, just kind of cast her off, never talked about her, all that stuff. This is actually Liara Tassoni's mother, which, given that Liara Tassoni is the information broker here, I'd be very surprised if she didn't know about that.
You deserve some.
Oh, the line cut off. That's tragic. I was gonna check back in with the simp, see how it was going. That's unfortunate. Alrighty, anyways, we've been going for over 50 minutes now, so that is a pretty good spot to wrap this one on up before we head up into Liara's office. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Mass Effect 2. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.